Gordon, the owner of Cake Away, has built a very budding pastry company. Along with her full-time job, she bakes, packages, and delivers. So we've invited her to share with us how she built her company from scratch. Rasheeda Gordon joins us. Hey, Rasheeda, welcome to Smile Jamaica.
Hello, thank you for having me.
All right. So talk Cake Away. Talk to me. How did you become the owner of that?
Well, from a very young age, maybe about 10 or 11, baking was something that interested me a lot. I knew I wanted to have a bakery. I knew it's a career path I wanted to get into. However, there was a part of me that wondered if baking was actually a career. Mm-hmm. And so I went through high school, went to the Holy Child High School, didn't pursue food. However, I had friends who pursued food and I was always there with them when they had practicals, being there, being engaged, possibly missing a few of my classes while I was at it. I went on to the University of the Commonwealth Caribbean, still didn't pursue anything in foods. I went on to do a bachelor's degree in human resource management. And I remember one day being in class and a lecturer said to us that our degree is an investment. And so upon completing it, we should reap real rewards from it. And in that moment, I thought, how is my degree gonna actually allow me to reap rewards? And I said, okay, I'm studying HR, which, concerns with hiring the right persons to do the right jobs and ensuring you get the right skill sets. And I said, I could successfully run a business with this HR degree and that business being a bakery, my bakery, Cake Away. And so from there, I was sure that, okay, I could use this degree and I could certainly pursue a degree in baking. Sorry, a career in baking.
A career in baking. But how did you develop the baking talent though?
Okay, so I can remember when I was much smaller, my mother used to bake quite often. Maybe she wasn't the best at it, but she baked nevertheless, and I was always there with her. I remember more specifically, she had a friend who was a professional baker, and quite often she would send things over to the house for us to have. And I grew up very great interest in it. I was always eating the cakes, but at the same time dissecting them, wondering what they were made of. And so I started to practice on my own. I started out with cake mixes. Then I said, I wonder what it takes to actually make a cake from scratch. And I started to play around. And from there, the interest grew and I just kept on going.
All right. So how easy was it? And I know you probably applied the formal training to the passionate career, but how easy was it for you to now start up the business and to actually get it going?
Well, it wasn't easy at all. It took a lot of trial and errors. There were moments when I said, is this something that I really want to do? Because baking, while it's somewhat easy, it is very easy to mess up. So leaving out a small ingredient can lead to a disaster. Mm-hmm. And so I had a lot of those instances. However, I kept on going and here I am today.
Here you are today. Do you work with a team or do you do most of
I
it?
am my team. As of right now, I am my team. I do have a great support system. However, whenever I bake things and I come up with new products, I do take them to friends and family members for them to critique, tell me what they like, what they think I should change. So while I do work alone, baking, packaging, delivering, I do have a support team. And soon, hopefully, when I start to make enough profits, I do hope to get other persons on board.
All right, so talk to me about Cake Away. What's your signature? Everybody has a signature thing. When I think about Cake Away, what should I be expecting?
I think our banana bread stands out most. Mm-hmm. I started doing weekly banana bread sales, and I started doing traditional banana bread, which was just the standard banana bread. And I went on for weeks. I would get sales, but I remember a person started inquiring and said to me, so it's only the banana bread you're offering? What about other flavors with nuts and stuff like that? And so I started to create new flavors. I did a coconut banana bread, which turned out to be a favorite. I did a everything banana bread, which is a banana bread with added carrots, walnuts, and mixed fruits, which are the same fruits you use in a Jamaican fruit cake. And I also went on to do a chocolate chip one. And so when I think cake away, I think of my banana breads and other products that I'm working on consistently to get to where I want to be. And you think of every product being made from scratch using the simplest ingredients.
Yeah, so it's real homemade taste. I'm looking at two cakes here. One I think is a cheesecake.
Yes.
And what's the other?
Both. Well, you have two cheesecakes there. You have a raspberry flavored cheesecake and you have a Bailey's Irish cream cheesecake.
What you saying?
Repeat for me.
I said, what you saying, Rasheeda?
Yes, what am I saying? It's the Bailey's is definitely a favorite. It's very good. The taste of the Bailey's Irish cream is very pronounced. And if you like chocolate and a little bit of alcohol, then that's perfect for you. You also have the banana bread there, the traditional banana bread. And you also have chocolate chip cookies.
Pastor, know that you're selling cheesecake with alcohol in it?
I think everything is good for you. Just have to take it in, small portions.
Just kidding. So we have the cakes, we have the banana cake, and we have cookies as well.
Yes.
Yeah, and this morning we're looking at this one says, every batch made from scratch. Okay. How important is that to your brand, that people realize and appreciate that this is not just popped out of a box, that you literally do everything from scratch?
Yeah, I literally do everything from scratch. It's important to me because I'm very health conscious and I like to know what I'm eating. And so I like to know what I'm giving to my customers. So by baking everything from scratch, I have a very good idea of what I'm putting into the cakes and what my customers are getting. And I think it makes for a better quality cake when you start from scratch because you know exactly what you're using and you get to appreciate and understand all the ingredients and know how well to combine what and what not to put together.
Yeah, wonderful. If people want to order cupcakes, cheesecakes, cookies, everything banana cakes, how do they find Cakeaway?
Okay, so I'm on Instagram at Cakeaway876. I have a very active page. You can place orders there as well as I have a WhatsApp, which is 581-2582. And I also have a Gmail account, which you can choose to make orders through as well. But Instagram and WhatsApp provides for a more timely response.
Yeah, and so they can just go on and make their orders.
And then better yet, they can see what I've produced and know what I'm capable of and also send pictures for reference for things that they might want.
Wonderful. So proud of you, Rasheeda. It's a girl boss approach.
Yes.
And I see your vision is that Cakeaway is going to become a multi-million-dollar company, and I feel like you can do that.
Believe that. Yes, it definitely will be. I will consistently put in the work, and I am confident in myself, and I know where I'm going, and I'm definitely going to get there.
Awesome. I believe you will. Thank you so much for speaking with us, and thank you for the pastry.
You're welcome.
All right, owner of Cakeaway, Rasheeda Gordon. I won't have the Baileys until we wrap up the show, all right? Coming up next, coming up next, common confidence killers and how to beat them. We'll soon come.